I'm Cynthia Mulligan at Church and Queen. I have a good news and bad news transit story for you tonight. Let's get the bad news out of the way, and it probably won't come as much of a surprise to you at all. Bombardier is not going to make its promised target delivery of our new streetcars yet again. By now, Bombardier should have delivered 120 of the new cars to Toronto. Instead, we only have 57. There have been multiple revisions and delays with Bombardier, promising 70 by the end of this year, but that was downgraded to 65 and then just 2 weeks ago to 64. That leaves 7 still to be delivered by the 31st, and a TTC spokesperson told City News today they won't all realistically be here by then. And those delays are putting quite a strain on the TTC. The streetcars like the ones that you should be seeing running up and down here on Queen are old and way past their lifespan and literally on life support. And it's getting harder and harder for the TTC to keep them up and running, especially in the cold. Okay, so now the good news. Well, it deals with Bombardier, and for the first time in a while, Bombardier and Metrolinx are on good terms again after a long simmering dispute. Their dispute has been settled, which is great news for the Eglinton Crosstown, actually potentially opening on time in 2021.
This is very, very good for taxpayers.
That is Phil Verster, the new president and CEO of Metrolinx, who comes with a reputation for being tough, which may be why, just weeks after he took over, the long legal battle with Bombardier has come to an end, saving taxpayers millions. The $770 million deal has been reduced to $392 million, and the number of cars slashed by more than half, from 182 to 76. Metrolinx just didn't need as many after former Mayor Rob Ford came up with this slogan,
"Subways, folks, subways, subways."
And City Council killed the Scarborough LRT. The heated battle between Metrolinx and Bombardier centered around the pilot car for the Eglinton Crosstown, which was supposed to be ready 2 years ago. Metrolinx was so concerned it was going to put the entire project in jeopardy, it threatened to kill the contract, which led to Bombardier taking legal action to stop them. But even though the two sides have now reached a transit détente, they still can't agree on whether the test car is actually up and running. Metrolinx has been saying it hasn't been operational. Bombardier has been saying, yes, it's working. Is it working or not?
So the pilot vehicle is a very important part of the delivery program. I am confident that Bombardier has all of the opportunity to deliver that pilot vehicle to us on the timeline we've agreed, and for it to be fully operational to the level we've specified.
But you're not answering the question. Is it operating? Is it running? They say it's running on its own. What do you think?
It will run according to the program.
I'm going to say that's a no. You don't think it is. Well, you decide for yourself on that one. Now, the deal is being described as a win-win for both parties. In exchange for cutting the number of LRTs, Bombardier is getting an extended contract for the maintenance and operation of the GO lines, which is quite lucrative for the company. And it will also face much stricter penalties if it does not meet the LRT targets.